front. The briefing I received, uh, two of our officers could have been injured. New York City is different from a small town somewhere. You shouldn't be speeding anywhere, but this is a densely populated city. And I think all of us, I don't think there's many of us who don't recall how his mom died, and it would be horrific to lose an innocent bystander during a chase like this, and something to have happened to them as well. So I think we have to be extremely responsible. I thought that was a bit reckless and irresponsible.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were involved in a chaotic car chase in New York Tuesday night. The couple's spokesperson says they were being followed by photographers after leaving a charity event at the Ziegfeld Theater in Midtown. They were traveling with Meghan's mother and were allegedly followed by half a dozen vehicles. The couple's spokesperson says the chase resulted in, quote, multiple near collisions involving other drivers on the road, pedestrians, and 2 NYPD officers. They described it as, quote, near catastrophic. John Miller, who's a former NYPD Deputy Commissioner of Intelligence and Counterterrorism, just spoke about the incident on CNN.
This originally came in as a story about, they had a car accident yesterday, which apparently is not the case. What the case is, speaking to people around the protective detail that was assigned to this, was they were overwhelmed by paparazzi. These were people in cars. These were people on motorcycles. These were people on scooters that had surrounded the vehicle in Midtown traffic. And now you've got the NYPD team that is the protective detail behind the principal car. And there's scooters and motorcycles running in between them, ahead of them, crossing in front of them. They're trying to create some distance, and this is becoming worse and worse. So finally, in frustration, they made a command decision of, trying to first slow down traffic, block a street, and get some distance. That didn't work, because then the scooters and the motorcycles flew down the sidewalks with pedestrians scattering. So they went to the 19th precinct. That's 67th Street in Manhattan. They blocked off both ends of the street. They created basically a buffer. And then they spent some time, trying to cool down from this and say, all right, what's our strategic plan to get to the next location without bringing this entire crowd?
I spoke to Chris Sanchez on the phone. He was part of the security detail. He used to be with the Secret Service. He told me, I've never experienced anything like this. What we were dealing with was very chaotic. There were about a dozen vehicles, cars, scooters and bicycles. The public were in jeopardy at several points. It could have been fatal. So that's what they were dealing with, Brianna, and they're clearly very shaken up.
Absolutely, John. So just let's take it back to the beginning of what happened yesterday. We understand the couple, alongside Meghan's mother, were attending the Women of Vision Awards in New York. She was there. Meghan Markle was there to receive an award. I know we have those images of her, of course, at the event wearing that gold dress. Important to remember the wider context here, of course, John. This is just about 10 days after the coronation of King Charles. So this was really the first huge public opportunity for the couple since that time. She was at that award ceremony, walked out, took those pictures, took those images, and then was leaving, escorted by the NYPD protective team, according to a statement from the couple. And that's when this car chase ensued. As you mentioned, almost 2 hours. Just imagine how terrifying that is. For almost 2 hours, they feared the potential of a catastrophic crash. They feared the potential of harm. We understand that according to law enforcement sources, the paparazzi were following them in cars, motorcycles, and scooters, that these cars, motorcycles, and scooters were taking to the sidewalks, engaging in dangerous maneuvers, essentially, to try to continue to chase them. At some point during this 2-hour chase, the swarm, the protective swarm, went to the 19th precinct, blocked off the roads, and then prepared to find a way to extract them from this hazardous situation. They were in New York staying with a friend, so we don't know where they went after this chase. Important to note, of course, here that the conclusion to this is that the couple are safe and well. But of course, serious fears and concerns, a serious parallel here to what happened to Prince Harry's mother, Princess Diana, of course, in 1997. And this real fear, you have to remember that a driving force for them leaving the UK, making that extraordinary decision to leave their home in London, leave the royal family, move to the United States and start a new life, a huge factor that drove that was the need for safety, was the need for security. So you just reading between the lines here, you get the sense that this
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Guys, stand up. Guys, I need some space, please.
Yes, sir.
Guys, let's get some space, okay? Space. Okay?
They'll go straight. They turn.
Prince Harry, his wife Meghan and her mother Doria have been involved in a near catastrophic car chase involving paparazzi photographers. This is coming from a spokesperson for Prince Harry. We do know that Meghan and Harry were in New York last night for an award ceremony at which Meghan was receiving an award. We saw Prince Harry, Meghan and Meghan's mother on the red carpet, and it seems that leaving that event or sometime after it, there was a chase, it's being called by Prince Harry's spokesperson, a chase involving paparazzi photographers in cars. Meghan was at the Women of Vision Award in New York last night. So that's all we're hearing at the moment. It was the couple's first public appearance since the King's coronation in New York. One of the first public sightings of the Duchess of Sussex since that coronation as well. A big public display on the red carpet as Meghan arrived to collect that award. Their mother, Doria, Meghan's mother rather, Doria Ragland, with them. A couple, of course, based in California, but out there in New York for that award ceremony last night.